So what you can see in front of you is a London, Brighton and South Coast Railway Terrier. It's a class A1X, X for being a rebuild, and they're really quite famous. They are some of the smallest mainline locomotives around. I think there's only one which is smaller. And they lasted for ages, and they lasted well into the 60s, I believe, on the various island branch lines in the southern network. Certainly one of them was kept as a pet for Brighton, called Brighton Works, and kept in this lovely livery, I think. This was the original livery, and then it got painted in an umber colour, like a dark brown, around World War II. And then after the grouping, so after the 20s, they were painted in lined black for the southern region. So unlined black. And then when that became British Railways, they were unlined black then as well. I think one of them got painted in lined black. And I got this model because I'm hoping to build a layout which would be based somewhere around Liverpool Street, where the London and Brighton, the South Eastern Chatham and the Great Eastern all had plans to build another station off of what was the East London line, East London Railway. So this was an appropriate model to pick up. This one came as a non-runner. I haven't tried it yet. I don't actually have any N-gauge track to run it with. It was like £40, I think. So I thought, well, cracky, if it doesn't work, it's a nice model. I can try and build a new chassis for it, and if nothing happens, it's no great loss. Now, if you've been following any of my other videos, you'll know that South Eastern and Chatham, the other railway I spoke about of the three, is the main railway that I want to model of that era. And what did I find at Steam in Swindon but another Terrier? This one liveried up for the South Eastern and Chatham. And it's so handsome. I love this livery. This is they call this the full Wainwright, because it's red, black, yellow, and then the blue. So this is a bit of an idiosyncrasy, because the South Eastern and Chatham didn't have a fleet of terriers. They had one locomotive, one terrier. It was bought from the Brighton for some specific use, I think, some specific area. So this is a class of 1, and this is the one that the South Eastern and Chatham used. But I thought, it's so pretty, and how often do you see a South Eastern and Chatham liveried locomotive for sale? So I picked this one up for £65, so it's 20-something pounds off of retail, and I'm really pleased with it. I think it looks great. So my goal is I'm going to practice everything I need to do on this one. And then once I've got it running perfectly, I'm then going to do the same for this one over here. And in that way, this one started as a non-runner, so if I break it and everything goes wrong with it, nothing's really lost. And then knowing my successes or failures, I can use those lessons learned for this one over here. So here are my two terriers, two of the smallest mainline locomotives, and I'm really excited to get them running. So that'll be a little while. It's probably going to be a couple of locomotives down the line, but I can't wait to see these running on a layout that I've got planned. So I hope you enjoyed that.